Hey everyone, it's Tyaunna Linnell. Thank you for coming back to my channel, or thank you for coming to my channel. It's a little bit of a different type of video today, as you can see. Honestly, I'm just chilling. Today is actually my birthday, and I wanted to get dressed and, done up a little bit. I don't really have much planned for today, to be honest. I wanted to talk about my journey when it comes to music, being a part of the mental health field, and my goals, dreams, everything. Because today I'm in a state of really reflecting and thinking what can be done. I'm 26, it feels good, and I feel like I have a lot of work to do. But I'm really proud of the woman that I am today, as well as the woman that I'm becoming and God's creating me into. So just really a day of reflection for me. Today is a day of just a lot of peace. Like, listen to that. The sun is shining. I'm so happy it's sunny today. It's not like freezing outside. It's still cold because, come on, it's winter. But it's just a good day. I feel really good. I do. I turned 26 today. I got asked how I feel to be 26, or how I feel. Yesterday I got asked how I felt to be turning 26 today. And honestly, what I said was, I feel like it's the start of the rest of my life. It's so strange. Every year I felt like, oh, I'm another year older, I guess. Some years I didn't necessarily feel older, but majority of the time you feel another year older. But this year I really feel like, wow, I'm a grown up. I'm still a young adult. I'm still in my 20s, but I'm truly I feel like it's the start to the rest of my life, to the rest of what I hope to accomplish in life, to a peaceful, fulfilling life on all levels. I want to have a family one day. I want to have a fulfilling, successful career in singing and performing and all of these things. I want to be spiritually sound and mentally and emotionally sound, and continue to maintain my stability in those areas. And just, I want to continue to grow and learn. And I felt like last year was really a reset year for me. I lost a lot last year. Just thinking about everything just really, I'm not crying out of sadness. I'm just filled with a lot of emotion, just in general, like happiness and just reflecting and excitement, but it's just a lot of emotion at one time. A lot of times people confuse tears for sadness, but really tears are your body's natural reaction to getting an influx of emotion. And it can be any emotion. It can be excitement, it could be sadness, it could be fear, it could be frustration, it could be anger, it could be happiness, it could be anything. And I'm just feeling a lot of different emotions. So tears came. Just, wow. Last year I lost a lot. A lot of people lost a lot last year. We're not gonna do the struggle Olympics here and see who lost the most. But my experience last year, it was really transforming. It really reset everything that needed to be reset. And when I say reset, that does not necessarily mean in a great way. I mean reset by a lot of things got wiped clean from me in a lot of ways that just weren't pleasant. And I feel like I learned a lot of like hard lessons last year. But with that being said, this year, I feel like I can breathe. I need a tissue or something because I was not expecting this. I wanted to come here and talk about peace and everything, and I'm just very thankful. I couldn't find a paper towel or a tissue in time, and I didn't want to take too much time, so I just have a towel. So please don't judge me. Thank God I don't have lashes on right now. They'd be off. Okay. I'm just really thankful, to be honest. I'm at peace. Truly, I wake up in the morning and I feel good. I am truly at a peaceful place. I'm thankful to be here because when you go through a lot of struggle and just what seems to be hard times that don't really let up, thinking about good days such as these can be hard. And when you're in good days like this, reflecting on days that weren't as good, your journey to getting here, it can be, it tugs at my heart a little bit. I thank God for the peace that I have. I value my peace of mind. I thank God for the growth that it took to get here and the growth that it's gonna take to get me even further, even just happier and even more at peace on this journey. It's such a blessing. When it comes to peace and happiness, it can be easy to put that responsibility on other people outside of ourselves and think of all the people that may or may not make you happy in life, like your friends, your family, even your enemies. And it can be easy to blame your state of happiness or unhappiness on the people around you. And though you can be affected by other people's actions because we are all human, our happiness should not be determined by other people or what they do. And there should truly be a joy that comes from the inside that can't be taken away by other people, no matter what. I'm learning that more and more as life goes on. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for health and the opportunity and ability to go after my goals and dreams. I'm thankful for my job and what I do. Even though, yes, I'm an independent artist, I'm wanting to do that more and get to a place where I can thrive on it, not just live off of it, but thrive in that area of life and hopefully allow that to feed into other aspects of my life. Yes, I want to get to that point, but I'm thankful that I'm in a position to help others. It gives me more of a sense of purpose and fulfillment and joy. And though it does get hard and I may not always feel like I'm up for it, this part of my journey I know is essential for everything else that I want to do and the person that I want to be as I'm doing it, as I'm doing these things. And you learn that along the way. You learn that everything that's a part of our journey is there for a reason. And it's not only there for a reason, but we're in different positions for as long as we are for a reason. There was once a point in time when I was like, I don't know why I'm still here. I don't know what the purpose is. Like, why can't my success elsewhere, like in music and all of that, why can't that success catapult more easily like it does for other people, like some other people, not everybody, obviously, not a vast majority of people actually. It does not necessarily catapult easily. But why can't I be one of those people? Why can't I be the exception, you know? We think about that. I had to get to a place of being at peace with not only the path that my journey is taking me on, but being at peace with the timeline of my journey as well. Because the more I thought about it, the more I was like, wow, I'm in this position. First, I was a behavioral therapist working with kids with autism for almost 4 years. Now I'm in a position to work with adults with mental health difficulties and help them. And you know, you start to think, what is it like? I'm happy that I can do it, but why do I have to be here so long though? Once again, why can't I be the exception when it comes to the thing that I actually really want to do with my life? And the answer that I always got was just to keep doing it, to just keep being patient when it came to everything else, and having faith that God has my back. As long as I just keep doing the best that I can with that, with my music, with my creative side, and listening and following God's lead, while continuing to do everything else that He has for me to do when it comes to my full-time job in the mental health field, and being obedient and staying there as long as God wants me here. They're adding tools to my life for something. And at first I didn't really understand maybe why. And then I started to think about my other goals outside of music, because I have other goals outside of music. Some of it has to do with helping and giving back, and you know, I'm not going to get into every single one of my goals, but one major goal that I've had ever since I was a little girl was to be able to impact the homeless population as much as I possibly can in my lifetime. And I have really big goals and dreams when it comes to that. Giving cash or water, or sometimes like just sanitary wipes for them, a mask, making the best thing to do. What I really enjoy doing is making like a care package and giving it. I want to be able to impact the homeless population, as well as do many other things that actually help people. Yes, I do understand that music is therapy for a lot of people. People connect with art and music in that way, and that's what I want to do. But I also want to give back in other, I guess, more tangible ways on massive scales and levels. But I realize that what I do right now, it will help me with that. It will help me to understand the different people in the homeless community more, with mental health issues or disabilities. I'll have a better understanding than just walking in blind wanting to help. I won't be ill-equipped as for knowledge when it comes to mental health and disabilities in the homeless community. It will add to what I will be able to do when I get to that point. I do what I can though. Like, it's not that it's 0 to 100. I do what I can right now when it comes to giving back and donating and giving. But when it comes to that more massive scale, everything that I do now will matter for when I get there. So honestly, just getting to a point of understanding that everything that we do, everything that's a part of our journey is there for a reason, and we're there as long as we are for a reason. Not to say though that sometimes I do think we get in the way, we block our blessings. But then that's why it's so important to be in tune with God. Like for me, it's God. For other people, you know, other people may call it a higher power, but for me, it's God. Honestly, I just sat down because I wanted to talk and go over just this thing that we call a journey when it comes to life. And the hard part, the rough side of your goals, the rough side of dreams, the part that a lot of people don't see at the time that a lot of people don't see it, you know? A lot of people like to talk about this stuff after they've made it because it's easier. It's hard to talk about this part when you're actually in it. Maybe because there's a little bit of doubt sometimes that you're ever gonna get out of it. Maybe also on the other hand, it could be hard to talk about because it's almost like embarrassing. But it shouldn't be, because we're all on our own journeys. So it shouldn't be embarrassing. And we shouldn't only be able to talk about it after we've come completely out of it. We should be able to talk about it through the journey. And while we're in it, allow people to grow with us if that's what they want to do. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop there, and I'll get into like everything that I do to maintain my peace and more about peace. That's what I thought I was gonna talk about, but obviously I went on my journey and everything. Like I said, today's a day of reflection. So once again, thank y'all so much for coming today and honestly just sitting and talking with me. Once again, I am Tyaunna Linnell, and I hope that y'all have a great, peaceful, amazing rest of your day. And I will see y'all in the next one.